Welcome back to Black Evolution, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Dabby Dave, and I got a very special guest. We're gonna talk about one topic: black relationships, black power, and the world in between. Let's get into it. Hey, 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 hey. So, without further ado, I got a very special guest in the building, as I mentioned earlier. He is Mr. Entrepreneur, Mr. CEO, Mr. He is the job. His name is Tyler, aka Kidd Klutch Productions. How you doing, young brother?
I'm doing good, Daniel. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How you doing, man? Like, what you been up to, brother?
Been up to a lot of shit, man.
Yeah, same here. So let's get into the topic, man. So with the way the world's going on today, let's talk about one thing that the world hinges upon, and that's relationships. How do you feel the world is headed to with all this quarantine and everything else in regards to relationships and connections and whatever?
I think what we learned from the quarantine is that there are a lot of relationships that shouldn't have never happened, or there's just a lot of relationships that are not compatible.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've seen from like data and statistics, they've been saying that domestic violence cases have went up. Mm-hmm. I think in another standpoint, they're saying more kids are being born. So I guess the relationships is not compatible, but the intimacy and sex is still good.
Yeah. And also, I feel like everybody just learned who they are at this point because they learned that, oh, this is not the person I want to be with. Because when you were distracted by everything like the world like before, with everybody's going out and everything else, now the quarantine happened, and then now everybody's locked in the house because people don't want to go out there and everything. So, and it's just like now you have to really deal with that person. Now you have to, your relationship is going to be tested because now you're going to be seeing each other every day and daily. So if it works out, then it means that you really like that person. But if it doesn't, that means you were never really meant to be with that person.
And also, I want to piggyback off of something you just said with that. And I think it goes a step further. I think we're seeing a lot of depression go up, and we're seeing a lot of people really get mad and do crazy things because they don't want to be home. It's because they're running from life.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, for a long time, they've been running from their relationships, but they can't run anymore. They're stuck.
Mm-hmm.
With the quarantine, you had a lot of people, they weren't around their relationships or their families a lot to where they didn't know they actually hate their family. Mm-hmm. And it's sad. And I tell people, I say, if you don't have peace in your home, there's something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Or peace in your life. If you hate your family, it's just bad.
Yeah.
That means you basically hate yourself in a way.
Yeah, because your family is a part of you, and then you hate them, you hate you. And also, like in terms of relationships, I feel like both the I feel like relationships is making it harder now because both the women and the men are making it difficult because now the modern women have this strong independent mindset that they ain't need no man, they racking up degrees. But I'm I'm just saying, like, okay, just because you rack up degrees don't mean that you're gonna have a successful relationship. Because just because you have an education, relationships take time. You have to connect with that person. But if you still guard, if you want to keep talking about all your degrees, that's all you can talk about, then that's a problem because you're not actually connecting with the person. You just want to brag about your degrees and how much you have. And I'm like, okay, congratulations, you have all those degrees. You're very skilled at what you do. But relationships it has to take a connection. You got to connect with that person. But if you so, oh no, I got all these degrees. I don't need nobody. Okay, live your life then.
Uh-huh. And I agree with that too. I think with people, they're taking status and material things and trying to incorporate it into their relationship and try to define a relationship off of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why a lot of things is not working out because you have a lot of females. They'll say, well, I'm strong, independent, and this and that. But they're strong and independent until, well, they need money. Mm-hmm. They're strong and independent, so they need people helping them raise their kids. They're strong and independent until they don't want to work anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They want somebody to just take care of them.
Yeah.
Strong and independent when they need sex or something like that.
Yeah.
To that point. But it's like, okay, you're going to have that mindset. Like I said, but Valentine's Day just passed.
Yep.
A friend of mine, me and him, we joke around Valentine's Day every year because we said, okay, why is it that a lot of these same girls that's been saying, I'm strong, independent, I don't need no nigga, no this and that, how come you don't have that same energy on Valentine's Day?
Mm-hmm.
When Valentine's Day comes, you're mad.
Yep.
You're like, man, fuck Valentine's Day. You just get the thought of it, you get mad.
Yep.
But vice versa. You have some girls that get mad because they like, well, I wish I had a Valentine, or all of a sudden they like, guys DM me or guys take me out. No, strong, independent, stay at home.
Yep.
By yourself.
Yep.
Just ain't have the same energy you had all year.
Yep.
And that's what I'm saying too. If you're saying you're waiting on Valentine's Day to act right, or waiting on Valentine's Day for somebody to do something for you, you got it all wrong. Because Valentine's Day should be every day.
Yep.
And most relationships that you see that's out there doing good or last, they treat Valentine's Day like every day.
Yeah.
Like, you got to do, he don't mind getting for his old lady. He go and get some flowers, or he go get something for her.
Yeah.
He just come home from work. He got hey, get you a present. It ain't got to be no occasion or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Or you got a woman, she just go on rubber band feet just because she want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just because to make him happy. Or she just want to go surprise him with a dinner. Or she want to come surprise him with a present or something. That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
But if you keep on saying, oh, what are you gonna give me? What are you gonna give me? What are you gonna give me? Mm-hmm. It's not gonna work like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because there ain't no relationship. That's basically like a dictatorship.
Mm-hmm.
You want to control what the person is doing. You want them to be only dedicated to you. You don't want them to do anything else for nobody else, and you don't want to do nothing for them.
Mm-hmm.
So why would they want to do something for you? That's not how a relationship goes. A relationship is a two-way street.
Yep. Yep, I agree with you on that. Because, like you said, a relationship is a two-way street. You have people to come together. It takes two to tango. You can't just be one person do, oh, I need all this. I need this. I need this, and this. It's like, no. Okay, so here's what my thing with relationships. If you're a woman out there and you're trying to get a man, you should find out everything about the man and find out what that man needs and try to fulfill those needs. And if you're a man, you try to find out everything about the woman and then fulfill the woman's needs. And if you do that, you'll be successful. You'll have a successful relationship. But if you so busy trying to figure out what your needs are and this and that, and she's not fulfilling your needs, then, well, bad things happen, and vice versa.
And ladies, don't look up a man to see how much his net worth is, or ask him how much he make, or try to see how much he got in his bank account.
Yep.
Because it's not how it goes. And guys, don't sit here and try to see what you can get out of girls, and try to get her to pay for everything for you.
Yep.
And don't sit here and just try to see how you gonna get over on her.
Mm.
Like I said, if you need to establish what you want. If you want a relationship, you gotta act like you want to be in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You can't sit here and try to want to be in a committed relationship and you going around trying to act single.
Yep.
It don't work like that.
Or this and that. I know some dudes be like, man, you got a lot of these girls. You gotta sell them a dream. A lot of them, and manipulate them. I'm like, why? Well, they manipulated us. I'll say, okay, you're really being petty, in my opinion, but whatever.
It is. That's petty to another level.
Yeah.
Like I said, everybody just gotta be honest.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell do you want? That's what you gotta go out there.
Yeah, they be like,
a lot of people too. They get in relationships and they know what it is, but they don't want to deal with the consequences of their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You sit there saying, or if this guy or girl says, well, I don't want no committed relationship, and you trying to turn it into that, deal with the consequences of that. Or this person was in a relationship with somebody else, but you gonna take them away from their significant other, and you want them to be with you full time. What do you think is gonna happen?
Yep.
You gonna deal with that person's problems, but they had to deal with that other relationship. It's gonna become your problems. Mm-hmm. And also, if you're going out there looking for a relationship, define what relationship you want. Mm-hmm. You want an open relationship? You You want a relationship? You want a committed relationship? Or you just want to be friends with benefits? You just gotta know what you want.
Yep.
Or you want to have multiple people in a relationship. You just, but choose wisely. Once you choose, you can't sit here and say, "Well, I don't like it anymore."
Yeah. You made the choice.
What I signed up for. You know what you signed up for.
Yeah.
You gotta change the terms.
Yeah.
You get what you bargained for. Like I said, a relationship is like a job interview. You always say, like you go on a date. What are you looking for on that date? That's what you're getting to know. You get to know the person.
Yep. I know some dudes that get mad when they have certain expectations and then they shock the expectations don't happen. I'm like, well, you didn't lay down the expectations. You thought you were gonna go in there and do all this stuff. I'm like, no, and when it didn't happen, you getting mad. I mean, what you getting mad for? You didn't set the expectations. The date is not.
Also, what I want to say too is I want to add is, if you're in a relationship, you need to men at the beginning, you need to lay down the law, put your foot down, and let you know who wear the pants, who run the thing.
Yep.
Like I said, the woman can run certain aspects of the relationship, but she can't run the whole thing. And women too. When you go over there, you better make sure the guy is doing what he's supposed to do for you. He's fulfilling his end of the bargain.
Yep.
If you start off paying for the dude at the beginning of the date, that means you need to run.
Yep.
If you start off cooking for the dude, you better continue to cook. If you start off talking nice to the guy, talk nice to him. Or if you start off talking mean to him, that's what it's gonna be.
Yep.
Everybody just gotta know what it is.
Yep. So switching gears, let's talk about another topic in our community. Let's talk about the poverty mentality, brother. How do you feel about that? The whole poverty mentality, and I've seen people they've get the dashikis on. They pose this fake woke pro-black empowerment phase that they're going through. But then when it's time to do something, they don't want to do it, or they don't want to take no action.
I'm glad you brought that up because this is my favorite topic to discuss. Because you and I, we discussed this, I don't know how many times, a month. We have multiple conversations. I don't know how many times, but we're going to get to that. And you said it right. It's a fake woke mentality. But you're claiming to be woke when it's popular. But when things, all the line fighting stuff go down, when people need you to do stuff, you're sitting here mad. You don't want to do nothing. Oh, you don't care now.
It's not in there.
Yeah. They always
just like us.
Go ahead. Yeah, I was gonna say like with the whole strong independent mindset, they all like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I'm in the poverty mentality, and everybody keeping me down, No, you're keeping yourself down. Cause
I agree with what you said because you have a lot of people. They say they woke, they this and that, but anything that comes with being quote unquote woke, they don't do. They just want to yell about everything.
Yep.
They don't want to do anything. They want protest, but they don't want to do anything else.
Yep. They wear the dashikis, they wear everything else, but then when it comes time, it gets down to it, they'll be like, we woke, brother. Struggle is up, brother. Oppression is up, brother. The white man is this. The white man, the devil. The white man keeping us down. We struggling. We doing this. But then when it comes time to take action, oh no, I don't want to participate. The white man keeping me down. I'm like, what do you want? Do you want action or don't you?
And it comes down to what I always tell you. We always discuss this. Like I said, I'm gonna use this analogy with like rap. Everybody wants to be a rapper until they see how much it costs to be a rapper. They gotta actually spend money. On the producer. They gotta spend to do the show. They gotta spend money for this. Nobody wants to do it. Everybody got an attitude.
Yeah.
You know what you do. You gotta put in the work. You gotta put in the money. Nobody gonna give you a damn thing. And that's what it's like. That's the same thing with this, with the whole woke mentality. How do you expect change to come if you ain't willing to change? If you're not willing to push for change, actually push for it, not yell about it.
Yep.
Because I can go out there and yell, I'm black and I'm proud, but it ain't gonna mean proud of myself.
Mm-hmm.
If I ain't doing nothing to make myself proud.
Yeah.
You can sit out here and say you can sit out here, like I said, same thing we said with the strong independent mindset. You can go ahead and yell it till the cows come home, but it's not gonna make a difference.
Yep.
Because you're not living it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a lot of people, they say they want to be vegans or vegetarians.
Yeah.
They want to be vegans or vegetarians until after the first day.
Yep.
After the first day, I want my meat back. I want to do this and that.
Yep.
You're gonna have to train your mind to be mentally tough.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not mentally tough, you're gonna fall for things. You're gonna be weak.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna finish anything.
Mm-hmm.
The whole point if you have the woke mindset is for you to do different things.
Yeah.
To get things progressive.
Yeah.
And changing.
Yeah, not just
just to shout about it.
Yeah, until old.
About it.
Yeah, and also I've seen like people they when they quote unquote be woke, they always use old information. They give you old information. There was no letter J when you call the name Jesus. His name was this and in Hebrew, and they can tell you all this other stuff, all this stuff about the white man doing this, the white man doing that, and imperialism and But when it comes time, like okay, how can you teach black people how to run a business? How can you teach black people how to get economics? How can you teach black people how to do this? How can you teach the basic foundations of life, or see the agendas, or progress? Like they don't want to do that.
And that's the thing too. It's education. Like you said, and a lot of people, that's the problem. Nobody wants to be educated. Everybody just wants to claim they have education.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, everybody wants to be a doctor. Everybody claims to be a doctor, but they don't want to go to. They don't want to go to medical school.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody claim they're a lawyer, but they don't want to go to law school. Everybody claim they're a college graduate, but they don't want to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
And you have everybody, they claim they want to be a business owner, but they don't want to operate like a business owner.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to talk to other business owners.
Yep.
And the same thing, you said a lot of people say they want to be a motivational speaker or a preacher, but they don't want to go to theology.
Mm-hmm.
School for theology. You just have a lot of people, they half-ass doing shit.
Yep.
You got a lot of people, they claim they can they claim that they know how to solve a murder, but they don't want to be a detective.
Yep.
They don't want to be a cop. They talk about all the shit.
Yep.
It's just all kind of things. You don't want to work for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. And the poverty mentality, I want to get to it with that is a lot of people, they talking. A lot of people that talking so much, criticizing people, they're not going at them damn selves.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they have time to talk. Those that are successful don't have time to do that. They got their own business to think about.
Yep.
Same thing with what you said about businesses. If you claim to be woke, you would know supporting black businesses will bring millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Multi-billion. It will create millions of jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And I told a lot of people about this. They didn't want to hear it. They get mad. They said, you don't need to talk about that because you're going to offend the people. And I said, I don't give a fuck. And that's what I told them.
Yep.
Because they claim this and that, but you don't want to empower your people. You don't want to advance the movement.
Yeah, all they want to do is talk rhetoric. They just want to talk. That's all they want to do. Just talk. Oh, we doing this and and don't you know about this? And don't you know about the white man? And the white man is this, and the white man is that. Man, I can't. I'm tired of people saying the whole white man mentality and this and that, but they don't want to do nothing. They don't want to get up.
A lot of people they claim that they know more than a politician, but they don't want to run for office.
Yep.
So what do you want to do?
Yep. And they always,
what the hell do you want to do?
Yep. And they always blame the politician. They say, "Well, the politician need to do something for black people. What are you going to do for black people? What are you going to do?
What are you going to do for yourself?"
Yep.
And that's the thing. I ask a lot of people. If you see me do this, I ask a lot of people all the time. I go and ask. They say, "Oh, what these politicians gonna do for black people? They ain't did nothing for black people." I said, I politely ask them, "What do you want?" And they don't know. They don't want to answer the question. They want to go ranting and raving.
Yeah.
And I said, "No. Answer the question. What do you want?" They don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, if you don't know what the hell you want, how the hell is a politician gonna know what the fuck you want?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work like that. That's just like I say with, I always say with women, you argue with them because they get mad with guys because the guys don't know what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have a real sense of something, they just get mad all of a sudden. You don't do this and that.
Mm-hmm.
But did you tell the guy to do it? No. Then how the hell is he supposed to know that?
Yep.
And it's the same thing. It's just that's how it's supposed to go. It's just like you have to know what you want.
Yep.
Just like I say with the same thing. I'm gonna piggyback to the relationship part. The relationship. If you don't know what the hell you want in the relationship ain't gonna go nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's going in so many directions.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like you get in the car right now. You get in the car, you just driving anywhere. You don't know where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
You can go. You could be in the next state,
Yep.
next town. Because you're just driving, drifting.
Mm-hmm.
And I always tell people with poverty, if you want to get out of poverty, you have to have a plan. Jay-Z had a plan. Diddy had a plan.
Yep.
What's my man name from Jeff Bezos had a plan. You have to know what you want to know where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be easy, but you'll get there if you never give up.
Yep.
And that's what I tell people is people keep saying they didn't know needed doing this and that. That's all you have to do. Do something.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell people this all the time. I look at with Trump supporters. Trump didn't do a damn thing for them supporters, but get them riled up
Mm-hmm.
and act up in DC and shake it up a little bit. But they don't give a fuck because he didn't actually do anything to change it, but he went out there and fought for them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same thing for, like I say, with a sport. Coaches always say, I don't care if we win, they want to win and stuff, but as long as you're giving you're playing your heart out, and you're leaving it all on the court or on the field, and you're doing what you got to do, we can applaud that.
Yeah.
And that's what I tell people. If you can't do something, that's all right. Try.
Yeah.
Trying is better than the person half-ass doing shit or just sitting there running their mouth.
Yep.
Just try.
Yep. So, Tyler, in closing, how do you feel like with the relationships and Black Power, how do you think that that's going to affect the world, in between? Like, we got all this COVID, we got all this stuff. How do you feel like, what do we need to do in order to affect our way of change and everything else and progress change and everything?
We have to move with strategy. We have to move with a purpose. We have to know what we want. We don't have to know where we're going, but we have to know what we want.
Mm-hmm.
If we know what we want, we can go a long way.
That's right.
But if we sit here and argue with each other and blame each other and blame other people for the mess instead of addressing stuff, you're never going to get moving.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the whole point of a movement. It never stops.
Yep.
It's just like going up a mountain. You keep going up that mountain. It may look bad at the bottom, but when you go up to the top of the mountain, you may see a whole new world.
Mm-hmm.
Like a utopia, as they call it.
Yep. When you I'm into like this. Black relationships and Black Power are two sides of the same coin. You gotta know what you want, you gotta strategize and plan, and you gotta execute. You don't do any of those three things, the relationships and Black excellence will fall apart. Because they all tie together by knowing what you want, strategizing, and planning. If you don't do that, then you will fail every time. Be clear with your intentions. Be clear on what you want to do. Be clear on what you want to accomplish, and then execute it, and then plan. And that's what you gotta do. Well, this concludes the Dab Daniel podcast. I'm Dab Daniel, and my guest Tyler Kidd Klutch Productions on there. So enjoy tuning in for next time for another episode of the Black Evolution. Revolutions die, but the Black Evolution never dies. Signing off.